Welcome back to Timberborn and new diorama playthrough. So yeah, don't even know what I'm saying after that. And so we get in there. We're obviously trying to get this system here sorted out, and I got most of it in last time, and fixed a few problems. So hopefully we'll get them done in this. And now I want to sort out a few here. I need this to be not gone, because that would have been slightly a problem. I've got to get rid of that, and I want. What do I want to do? I want to get rid of that, and I want to outside. Whoops, 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 daisy. Because this is going to be the line. We send this down and not send it through there instead of sending it through there. And obviously then I can get rid of that. I could probably get rid of this, to be honest with you. I can actually see where it's... I think, if I remember rightly... yes. That will get rid of all of that. And I could sort of just put that in. I think everything's fine down here. Yes, it looks fine. I've got to be exceptionally careful, because if I do this wrong, I'll end up trapping the entire lot and then wonder what the hell is going on. But I think we're okay so far. Why I say that is I've done that before. And then I'm thinking, what the hell have I done? I can't see what I've done. And then I quickly having to fix things. So that's done, that's done, that's done. Right, let's go back and see how we're doing here. It would be quite nice to make sure now that... Obviously, now I've got the central pillars in. It would be make sure... Like I said, I think the last one here is not going to work, because I think the problem being is it says it's flooded. See, flooded. That may be wrong. Like there, I think that's... It's this wall, you see. It's where I need a channel that goes to the bottom, and the channel is too high. So that'll be another thing to sort out. Blast this down to a shallower channel, because we're gonna need to. Because otherwise, it's just never gonna. It ain't gonna work, I don't think. Realizer. I could put I think I could put this in though. Let's get this in, and this here. Now we're gonna have to redesign. We're gonna have to redesign this to come down this central belt, and there, and then they'll all interconnect. Can I do that one as well? Will that allow me to? Yeah, I think so. That's fine. Let's go upwards, because we know that this here is gonna go down that pit there. and that's the outside. I might as well get rid of this because this is in the way. Don't know why it's in the way. Pick this up. Let's just... I'm going to get rid of this. Like so. That'll allow me to obviously fill this in. Let's have a look at... I've got 400, that's not too bad. There. That'll end up filling this. I think I can now sort of... Because I've got the new central pillars in, I can fill all this in without having a problem, which is what I had before. When I was doing it before, because I want this to stay. Obviously now, this line here, this is going to have to be the trunking, which is down there for this, and down there for this. So that's going to have to go one extra. That's going to have to go one extra. This, if I put this in now, we'll see exactly what I'm on about. This goes down. Well, it doesn't go down to there. It doesn't need to be any further than that. This goes down to here, but obviously I'm going to need to get this central part in here. It won't allow me to... Oh, yes, it will. I talk rubbish. It will allow me to do that. And then it's not the way I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it down upwards, but... Anyway. Right then. How are we doing on this? I want to get this finished off, at least for this playthrough, and I want it done. I want it to get it done. Not quite sure what that's doing. Oh, and it's doing that now. There we go. We definitely we're definitely getting down something here. That's okay. Let's add this in to be added. Hopefully I've marked them out a lot better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then a block. Yeah, it looks okay. It looks okay from here. What's all that? Oh, that's the walkway. I can't get rid of that, can I? And that's obviously doing that. That's going up there to do that. I'd like to get some more of this done if I can. There. It's going to be, yeah, it's not, it can't pick this up, can it? So, that being said, if I do potentially this, I think, that should do that. Did I do that? I should do a walkway to there, like what we've had in the past. Then they'll be able to walk through for there. Haven't actually done that yet. A little bit faster, a little bit slow. I'm trying to work out all this. I must admit, it's a prospect of a nightmare. I'll keep this hole here, and then the water should fall down there, and it won't go over and flood everything. Well, it is saying it's flooded. Is it flooded? Yeah, you flooded. You're going right over that wall. Yes, son of a monkey. Okay, let's just do that then. Fine. Let's just get that in. I've got 500 in. Oh, should be able to get that now. And I do another one of these. And that, no, that's not what I wanted to do at all. That would give me the things from there. This isn't any use. So I could do that, and now we get that line built, like so, which then would join the path up. Select the path, like so. There we go. Why don't I just do the path from there as well? So that's another. Also from here. If I delete this, another one there, that done, that's done. That would then allow the path from there to become right down to here. Bob is your uncle. And that one's done. So that's a couple of. The problem being is I don't think they can walk around there. That's the issue. Or well, it's the issue I think they're having. But I may be wrong. Anyway. I'll put them back to 16. I'll try to be nice. I've got 3,000 watts, so I'm not overly worried. Like I said, I will have to blast a line down here, because there's far too much. It's too high. It's far too high, especially if I want to use the other one. So I'm gonna start putting that in. Don't know how much of that I'll be able to put in. Now whether I move that water as well is another questionable. For steel. Waiting for all this to be put in. It's taking its merry time about it. It's done. It's done that lot section. It's just not done this section. I've got 100%, but 100% of what? I think that's just the path, to be honest. Yeah, once I've got this line here, that flooding will completely and utterly stop. I've still got 6 unemployed. I'm not quite sure. Did that just do that then? And that's why I couldn't... Or was that... Because it just looks the bottom to me, and that's definitely not going anywhere, is it? No, it's actually taking out that square for some reason. Okay, just take out that square. Don't care. Doesn't make sense you would take out that square. This is probably the reason. There's a reason why this isn't doing it. It's because the angle's wrong. If we do this, I mean, that's start need to think about getting rid of that. Will go first. I got that. So yeah, that's now working. How are we doing on our expansion? We're about there. Why is that causing an issue? I wonder. It looks right. Three, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute. 2, 4, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is wrong. That should be here. According to what I've goofed up. Yes, I've goofed up. You see that there. Look at the line. The rhyme's wrong. Bugger. So we'll put that in, and we'll put this in first, so we know that that's in, and then we'll take this one out, because this is, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah, it's that one. Well, I'm glad I caught that early enough, that's all I can say. I was thinking, well, that doesn't make sense, and that doesn't make sense at all. That's it. So now we just do a tunnel for that one. Make that priority. Because it shouldn't have been taking, well, it may take some of the top stuff out, but, oh, hell, but not, yeah, see, that's fine. Let's get all this. Right, that's fine. Yep, that's good. Right, there's something above this. I don't know what yet. Can't see it. Ah. So we need to solve that problem. And then I need to put one of these in. Unless I do it and do that way as well. And put that as a... They're not blocked, so that's fine. I just need them to start doing what I need them to start doing. That's still saying it's flooded for some reason. Oh yes, it will be because that needs to do that. Come on. Get this in. Thank you. I think that's fine now. That'll be a path. Because if I get rid of this, that means that's the end of this here. Demolish. Because I've redone the path, I don't think I need to worry too much about that. I'm going to blast that down. I don't think I need it anymore. And I've given that a central... So in theoretical terms, it should allow... I'll not get rid of this until this is built, because they can walk on there to get that done. Which is nice. And they can walk up there to get that done. Right, how are we doing with this? Is me water stopping? No, it's still flipping flooding. It's only flooding that, but it's flooding one of the big things, and that's the problem. Maybe that was a bad idea. Don't think they can get to that yet. Well, they can get to that one, they can't get to this one. They can get to this one, so... That will increase the power. I'm not saying by much, but it will increase the power. That's now, yes, that's now in. Drought approaching. Don't need that anymore. How much of that do I actually need? Can they get down? Have they not got down there to... I don't know whether they can... That's bizarre. Oh, they're using that one. That's fine. Oh, that's the tumble that I created, isn't it? So that doesn't matter. Right, let's hopefully get all that done. I'm missing one here. I think that's going to be enough. And then that should be ready to go boom boom, which I'll wait. I've got 1,000 in that. Right, that's this here can be set up. I can pause that one, pause that one, pause that one. Also, I'm gonna need the this go here. This don't need that. This to go here. Oh, I'm missing one. I'm missing the central pillar to link them up. Right, that's there. That will then link them up. I think that's the central pillar. Yes, it's the central pillar, alright. This can now be put in. Which means I can get that done. I think I've finally cracked the sort of the code. I've still got like I've got another at least. If you think about it, I've got this needs to move up there. So there's one more level there. Well, there's 2 more levels on here. Another one there. There's at least 3 levels to go before I even get anywhere near. And as we on, well, I don't know how many things I'm on, but. It's been certainly an ordeal, that's for certain. There's no 2 ways about that. I'll also get rid of that. I don't want to do this, but needs must. But it will work. Then I can blast that down. I can blast this down. I need to lower that water, you see. That's the thing. This water here is still flooded, you see. Because it's the way that the floor's doing. I'm not too sure how much. Yeah, that's just like me droughts kicked in again. Oh well, doesn't matter. We're fine with that. That can go there. That can go there. I'm not too sure how much of that. I don't know. I suppose probably be able to do most of that. Nope, don't want that one to go that way. I want it to turn and go the other way. Right, let's get this. Get them to put this central pillar on. Yeah, that's way better. If I do it this way around, I suppose it doesn't. It doesn't really make. But well, I suppose it's easier if it's connected to A, B, C, D, and E. Most of that is, done now. I quite like to get this up there. Now, hopefully, that line should be now going, which possibly means that I don't need this one, I don't think. And then that one's done. Obviously, this one here, this one's got the same problem. Yes, it certainly has. Although now I need to sort of think about this here. I think, to be honest with you, I should be able to. No, can't do it. Still can't do that. I could do that though, which then would allow me to do that. Not too sure how much of that I can do. Is this gonna be? Well, I suppose it would do. I was to do another one there and create the ladder that would actually go up there. That would then allow that more of this to be put in. Although it won't allow that to be put in. No. From here. No, that thing. Why is that not allowing that? It's much bizarre. So that is 2. We'll have to have a look at that one. I'm more than likely going to get the this level up before I've actually got this level. Is this actually used? Yes, it's still used. Can't get that in. Now that one is going to the top. So let's just turn this around and do something like that. While that's getting built, and then eventually I'll get rid of this, and obviously this can be done. We've got this. I think this is about ready now. It must be about ready. I don't think they're walking on here. Let's blast. Voila. Voila, voila, voila. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that. And let's get that picked up. I don't know how many planks and everything else I've got. I mean, it's all planks anyway, so yep, that's done. Let's go upwards. I can now take out that because it's just absolutely not needed. So that's another one. Now that's the bottom floor. We're not doing anything with the bottom floor at this precise moment, so I don't particularly need to do anything with it. I'd like to finish this off, like so. And I still don't understand why. Oh, and now it's doing it. I'll do that. So that's in. I won't do that one because of that one, will it? And it probably wouldn't do that one because of that one. Although I say that one, it should still do that one because it still do 3 from there. But doing that, can we get up there? Possibly not. Yes, I think we can. It'll have to walk away around here to do that. That's done. Sweet. Don't understand why they were doing that, but so. No! Move your mouse. You move your mouse just slightly too much, and then it doesn't fill it in. This water is going to get. Well, I suppose this. Yeah, the water's going to get very close. I don't think I can send that under here. I would have liked to send it under this water, which would be quite nice because then the beavers would get a bonus. So we may be able to send it, but we cannot send it through this mine. So even though I'm blasting that down, we may want to send it through this channel here, which I don't think I can get down. Well, in fact, actually, I've already done that. Interesting, I've already got that far. I just thought it might be quite nice to send it through there and out this way, which then obviously it doesn't have to be at all until I decide whether all the power and all the rest of it else is actually going on. This needs to link. That's linked. So we've got this one running. I'll send this one running. How many levels does that go down? Quite a few, actually. Although that... Let's now go down, and I don't want to get rid of that because obviously if I get rid of this one, they cannot build the can't build it properly. That one and that one and that one. Next one, that one and that one and that one needs filling in as well. So yeah, this is the big fill-in part until I know where I'm actually going with this. That way it's coming down. This one needs to have the hole. Means when this one has the hole, This one needs to be filled. This one needs the hole. That is fine. That's fine. Because that's the hole. Means that one needs to be filled. That's fine. Now I can get this in for sure. Means that in. Get my little H in. Wheelies, 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 wheelies. Obviously, until I'm happy. As long as I don't fill that in, I think, in other words, as long as I leave this open, and then when I put that last wheel in there, it theoretically, because that's the hole, that, oh no, that actually needs to go to the end, doesn't it? Because it would need to come upwards. So that, no, not that. That needs to come upwards like that. And that needs to, the decent thing about having on a platform like that is they can actually, because it's technically, you can walk around it, which is what you really want. What I want. Really want. Never mind. Again, same principle will be applied here. This will be aligned. This will be aligned. Now you can start to see the fruits of the labour. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to block this one, I think, with a, because it's not, so it'll fall through here. Again, this is the line. This is not the line, but I can put these in. Doesn't matter, and I can also put that one in. I just can't put this one in. I'm gonna have to go from the bottom upwards as I'm taking out this ladder. No, am I gonna be able to do that? Yes. No. Yes. No. No, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm going to have to do it from the outside. I'm just trying to realise that, no, that's not going to work. Because the ladder has nothing to support it, does it? Okay, pig. Hold on. Yeah, that's down. That's through. So it comes through here. Through here, so I'm right there, so that goes down to there, that goes down to there. That needs this, I'm going to put another one in here to support the, it doesn't break it down, right, still. Right, so. And, yeah, I'm going to have to somehow get something on this edge and get a, on each individual one of these, like here, and not fill it in until I'm ready to fill it in. Because they're going to need to walk on there, and they're going to need to walk on there. It's fine. Because they can come from the ladder. Oh no, shh. Don't say it. You were going to swear. Don't say it. Don't say it. You douchebag. What a douchebag. That's not going to work. The reason why it's not going to work is I put the ladder at the back. I need to put it at the side. What a douchebag. I need to do it. I had it here. So as that's going up, they can't get over there because they can't get in. So never mind. What a douchebag. Does that water stop now? That flipping water still not stopped. It's coming up the other side. Yeesh. Anyway. Yeah, look at that. It's absolutely flooding out the back. It works though. Look at that. That is powered personified. It's not like great power, but it's power nonetheless. On, and on. You can also do that on. And because that can have a thing, that means absolutely nothing. There's nothing to support that end door, is there? So I need to do this. And then this is probably not going to work either. Hopefully I don't have a massive problem when I close this off. I'm quite happy with that. I mean, it is working. I mean, that's not too shabby. I mean, obviously it's not going to produce a lot. It might be because that might be to do with... now, well, I'm saying that. I mean, could I... could I do a dam, but no, I can't do a dam. No, damn. Never mind. They don't let me out very often. And you can see why. I just sworn I'd had a centre pin in there, but you have not. They can get to it, so that's good. That can be built when they're ready. When they're ready, Eddie. When you are ready, do it for me. I can leave a gap, so I can do this. Do this, I think. Yeah, you see, I can leave a gap between, so they can walk in there and they can walk in there, and then they can walk into that one. Don't forget, we can have two. I can also... How much... I've got 800. So that can be built. Yeah. There. So that's built. But we're getting there. I'd still like to work a way to blast this out to actually be able to, so you can see it. Obviously, you can't really see it this side, but I mean, there is something that I could probably do. I probably should have done it before that was done, but not to worry. We got a hole there, dear Liza. There's a hole in my thing. Yeah, you see, certain ones will flow one way and certain ones will flow the other way. And that's down, then it'll go backwards. I mean, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I mean, that's... I haven't even got... I mean, there's 450 there. It's not great because it's a bit low. The water's slightly low, as otherwise it would produce a bit more power. But even if I can get a couple of thousand... I'm only producing 500, right? With that there, it's just over 600 maybe. Oh, now 700. Anyway, I'm producing something. It's all over the place. But we got the flooding, yeah, we still got the flooding. Flooding. And then what I can do is each individual one of these that I go down. See, this now is ready. Obviously now, when we get down to the floor, like I said, we're gonna have to skirt around this. I think I can go to here. So I do it for and around in there and through this out, which might be not too bad. That would then reduce this from flooding, which means we'll be able to use it. At the moment, I can't use it because, well, I can't. It's too far from a district. Yeah, see, they can't get in there because there's nothing to get it. There's nothing to allow me to get in there. Have I, where the hell, where's the... I'll tell you what I can do then. If I do a tunnel, because I can't get in there. I don't know whether that's the level. I don't think it is. It's the one down, but I'll then get down and then fix all this up. What have we got? This. We've got... Well, according to what that's saying, this must be the one that's coming up. I see. I might have done a goof there and it's done the wrong one, but let's not worry about that for now until I can get all this in. Right. I want to get this floor done for obvious reasons. Now we know that they can walk around that floor. Done. Definitely done. In fact, that's a big flaw because that's actually stopping several floors being finished. Or no, that's the wrong way. Do that one that way. That one that way. Done, 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 and done. I've got this, haven't I? Now, yeah, we got this. They're gonna have to do some different tracking on that. Not to worry. I do that. There and turn that. I think that's got the same problem. They can get it from the outside because I've given 2 levels, so that's not too bad. I'll get rid of this one as well. 2 levels are almost being done in this uber nightmare. Again, I've got the same problem here. I'll get rid of this as well. Yeah, look at that. There's only next to nothing of this level left. Just do that and that. And put these as a priority. And as we know, if everything's priority, there's no priority. No, wrong. Don't even know the left and right. Do this as well. And do that as a priority. Right, done. So it looks like all of that level is going to be in. Yippee! Yippee! Now what I'll have to do is I think what I'm going to do is do this upwards to the top, transfer all of this over to here, and then get rid of that, and then build that to the same like that. and then obviously we'll have a top one with spaddock and thingy and whatever, spilled with water, and have to do some creative stuff, I think. Yeah, you see, now they can go in there, that's what I said. But can't get into there. I can't get into there. It. Bomber. Again, that needs this. I don't actually know if that's right anyway, so I'm going to have to... We've got the top running. The top is running. I've got this... no, now I've got this up. I should theoretically be able to build this. I don't really... Well, I can do that, I suppose. Like upwards here. Put that one as a property. Put that one as a priority. To get this in, and then they'll be able to walk through, and then I'll be able to get rid of this top. At the moment, I can't get rid of the top. Well, I suppose I better allow all this to go in. Nearly the end of the video. How's that all doing? This one only is the... It just needs to be put in, and then that's absolutely all done, which is great. Our 3 levels of determination. 1, 2, and 3. That means this is the level that we need to do that. I'm going to get rid of that, and that. That is the same. That needs to come through. And what I'll do is I'll send that through there, and then it will semi-build forward. It won't fully go forward. Whoops, wrong one. Obviously with this, I can do this as an extra row. Like so. Because this... it's not allowing me to do any of that, but it will allow me to do that. So much of that. Whatever, I'll do that in a minute. I'm still waiting for this to come through. That now is done, I think. Is that doing? Yes, that is definitely. It's definitely got them together. 700 there. Let's just... The thing is, until I get all this done, I'm a bit dubious about... Well, I don't even know whether it'll flow properly. Or it'll get blocked. And then it's chaos. Because then... well, no, it'll come out the front of here, wouldn't it? Yeah, because we've got one there. Our hour's up. Jesus. And the hour always takes, doesn't seem to be that slow anymore, but still, wrong way. Once I can get most of this finished, which, yeah, I thought I was going to get it finished in this playthrough, but I didn't. Obviously, this has started to go. We've got one, I've got at least another level on here, if we look here, which is 1, 2, and 3, and then this one here. So this is the level. This will be the last level. Now this will need a double level, so this would be the bottom, and then we'd have like one here over the top of it, because that's the edge. Because obviously we need to sit this in here. So that's our last level, completely that one there, which is obviously the same as this one here. And we're cooking on the gas. I think that's the way it goes. I think so, yeah, because then that's 2. Actually, no. I actually think that's... might be wrong, actually. 1... no, because that wouldn't be here. So that would be 1 and 2, and that'd be 3. Yeah, so this has got it. Yeah, I think it's right. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. We will see you in the next one, where we carry on building all this stuff to get it all up and running and finished. Take care. Bye for now.